welcome to my review. It's been a while since I've done a review, but this, I can't stand it. I have to do a review of Hunter x Hunter 2011. This one is on episode 36, but it's also going to cover 35 and the whichever one it was that Hisoka said a certain line, but best of Hunter x Hunter. Hisoka the Freak. And I'm doing this review before I jump into more of Hunter x Hunter. So, anyhow. Probably what I'm trying, or at least thinking I'm catching on to, is probably the most misunderstood character of all time in anime. I want to get to the bottom of this and understand everything that's going on, but sadly, I don't think I can. I'm getting the feeling that it's one of those things where, and I love this when this happens, they're kind of just waving it in front of our face and we don't understand or see it yet. But I think they're trying to kind of use Hisoka to distract us. But anyhow, let's get into this. But I was laughing more off camera rewatching the scene from this episode than when I was reacting to it. It really got me amused and in the mood to laugh at such a bizarre character and the comedy that goes along with him. But you know, all his weird scenes get stuck in my head. It's the most memorable. It's the stuff that stands out the most in the series. Him and without Gon, it wouldn't be possible. So I have to give Gon credit too. Without Gon, Hisoka has nobody to be a weird freak too. At least, you know, with how it's set up. So maybe he'd be with others, but anyhow, it's with Gon. So what I'm trying to catch on to is Hisoka a distraction? Is Hisoka in of himself a deception? Is he the cover? Is he the cover? Is he the shield for the golden plot nugget of the series that they're saving until the end? Is the writer waving the meat and potatoes in front of our eyes, trying to keep us stunned with Hisoka's behavior and for us not to understand what's going on in the mystery? So, with this anime, you have to question and theorize from time to time. I don't know. It's giving me some vibes. Like it's almost a Steins Gate or a Mirai Nikki or Madoka Magica or whatever the case. And that's a really good sign. It seems like there's some great mystery going on, and we have absolutely no clue as to what it is. They can tease and allude, but we have no clue until it's actually the big reveal time, whenever that is. But anyhow, I don't know which episode it was, but I forgot to review it. Didn't have the time to review it, so we're going to just mini review it right now. It was an episode from Bundle 1. I think it was 18, 19, 20, or 21, where Hisoka stopped Illumi from killing Gon. Why would he stop him from killing Gon? That's the thing. Why would he stop him? Either just as a good act, or what's more so the case, is that it benefits him somehow. It benefits somehow. Benefits him somehow. And not only that, to benefit him somehow, he sees something very specific in Gon. And all I could think of from before is just his potential, his potential. But anyhow, this freak, he had a certain line about Gon, and the way he spoke about him was just bizarre. And he was like spazzing out, fantasizing. Like, what on earth? He said something along the lines of, referring to Gon, Hisoka fantasizing, he has to wait until the fruit is ripe to pluck. If that ain't predatory language, I don't know what is. See, that's the cover. That's the cover. I seriously hope he's not. I think it's just funny and amusing and way out of the ordinary. One of those types of things where it's one of the extreme rarities you would never see. And that's where it becomes such an exaggeration. And all his weird exaggeratedness in that sense is great. Very, very great. But very bizarre back then. Now getting to this episode, I love that they were consistent. There was another episode where he started, it was before 35. It was before 35. It was when he was watching him. And I made a comment. When he was straight-faced, I thought he was smiling, or I was playing it up, or whatever. I was seeing what I wanted to see, essentially. And then it panned right back to him after it showed Gon again, or whatever. And this freak, watching Gon excel, he was either laughing, giggling to himself, thinking about the future for some reason, or his shoulder was having spasms and he was trying to stop it. What? This is the best, most bizarre, weird freak since that one guy from Tokyo Ghoul. It is the case. So, and then episode 35, you have the matchup between Hisoka and Gon. In contrast to earlier when they were on the island bit as the test, and Gon stood no chance. Gon was actually holding his own. Very impressive. But before it began. Now here's the thing. We have to try and look past it. All right, this freak. He said about the Gon, however old he is, I'll just call him, little boy or whatever. So this young boy versus Hisoka, who's probably 30, so probably like, I don't know, 10, 13, 15-year-old, or like a 30-year-old. And Hisoka says, oh my goodness. Hisoka says out loud, I think out loud, the way Gon was looking at him was really turning him on. Yeah. This guy is sick. If you said that to a kid, you'd be in prison. But here's the thing. I think they did that to grab our attention. It's all part of the magician type thing. Grab our attention while they're doing something else. So the Hisoka stuff, I think, is actually a distraction. Very enjoyable and amusing. What a freak of a character. But I think it's a distraction. But I was very impressed. Gon has really, really changed and advanced and became very stronger in a fraction of the series. So it makes you curious what he's going to be like later on. Anyhow, we get to episode 36, what we're actually supposed to be reviewing this whole time. But I want to take my time with it, because this freak deserves it. Oh my goodness. Alright, so the infamous scene of them fighting in the midst of this episode 36. Gon, we have to try to understand it a little bit. We have to try and understand it. What is actually going on? So, well, actually, we can review the next episode too, with this one, I think, since I wrote it down anyway in the notes. But anyhow, 36. The fight in the midst of it. Gon, no other option, fearlessly charges forth to pummel Hisoka. And everything about this scene is just makes Hisoka, it just delivers on his character, him being a freak. But we have to try and understand it too. So, the noises he started making. What the heck? What? Oh, man. Somebody needs to protect Gon from this freak. But Hisoka completely captivated at Gon's bravery, his fearlessness, something. He recognizes something very, very specific. This is perhaps the most important part of the episode. He knows something. He's aware of something and is familiar with, and thus likely has some sort of history of seeing Gon-like fighters develop. Or perhaps Hisoka is, who knows, but who knows? I don't know how it would tie in, but perhaps due to similarity of appearance, maybe Hisoka is familiar with Gon's father, Jin. It's not Gin or Jin or Ging or anything like that. It's Jin. So, anyhow. So, Hisoka, the camera panning, Hisoka, like, what was happening? What on earth was happening? Arcing his backwards, the gaze in his eye towards Gon. What was that? What is that? What on earth was going on? The fantasizing, the colors, the whatever was going on there. What was that? You know? And all the different things he said while he was fantasizing and recognizing something of Gon. That's good. You're so very good. As he was charging forth to pummel him fearlessly, even though he had no chance. This guy is such a freak. Repeating his name. And the way he says everything. My goodness. Gon. Oh my goodness. Something about this guy. Something about this character. It very, very abnormal character. You would never see this kind of character. This character is very rare. So we have to enjoy it. We definitely have to enjoy the Hisoka character. And that's what been one of the most enjoyable things of the series. Him just being a freak. And his statements about Gon. Those eyes, that look, that spirit. Fantasizing in the midst of a fight. And all the times he licks his chops. What a sick freak. But we have to level it. We have to try and level it. Hisoka is thinking about Gon's long-term potential. And the thing he said, here's the other key. He said something about, this is before the one shot of him, that he can't wait to break Gon. What does break him mean? Does that mean kill him, or does that mean some other thing? This guy, I don't know. He's such a freak. He's fantasizing about a young kid. Jeez. What a sick freak. And it's blatant. It's like blatantly predatory language that's used. So Hisoka allows himself to be beaten up just to see more of Gon fighting. Even though he didn't have a chance to win. I'll tell you what, this voice actor, whoever it is, deserves an award for sounding like a freak, for bringing the character alive, making him sound like a freak. Very good. But Hisoka fantasizing while he's being beaten about Gon by Gon. And he's like losing control of himself about Gon. And he ponders patience. He's pondering patience to himself. He's trying to... Oh, what is going on? I don't know. He's trying to not pull the plug too early on Gon. He's trying to not kill Gon too early or something. He doesn't want to. He wants to wait. I don't know. I have no idea what's really going on. Does Hisoka believe Gon can reach his level? And is he going to wait until he's just about there and then kill him off? I don't know. But the thing is, the patience part is also key. Why would he need patience? Why would he want to break him later? What's break him? And the patience thing means he benefits somehow. How could he possibly benefit by keeping Gon alive? This guy's sick. But he alluded that the next fight would be to the death, one-on-one. No rules, somewhere else out in nature or something. So my instant question that I ponder: what if Hisoka waits too long? What if he waits too long? Is Gon going to become superior to Hisoka? Man, oh man. I love a good mystery. They are teasing us with the truth. And, you know, in doing so, they're having Hisoka act pretty much like a pedo. As much as one wants to know what Hisoka is actually thinking, maybe we don't. If he didn't have a thing for Gon, then I'd be actually relieved. Because I think it's just a deception of the series. But if he really likes Play-Doh, then he is sick in the head, and he really is a sick freak. I mean, he's sick just saying those statements, but he might be trying to mess with the psychology of others in the show by being weird. That would throw people off. So here's the other thing. Does Hisoka simply have a fetish to see folks develop and nearly reach their potential, nearly reach where they want to get, and then he kills them off and somehow finds satisfaction in that, and he's some real sick freak? I don't know. But anyhow, that brings us to episode 37. There we are. So episode 37, not a filler episode. It wasn't a filler episode like I thought it would be. There was emphasis on Gon's father, Jean, and Gon's mother. There's a lot of mystery there, I think. I think even the father bit could be mysterious. Even though that is a huge mystery of the series. I think they both could be pretty good mysteries. And I may have misinterpreted one bit about the father being more, well, him having less ties to Gon in the family sense than they've let on. But I'll still consider it open that way. But very interesting, this episode. Gon's father, Gene, left a box. They managed to open the box with the powers they learned in being a hunter, the card. The Nen, Ren, Zen, Len, Ven, Men, Fen abilities. So the question obviously was, what's in the box? There was a cassette tape. There was a chip of some sort. Not a potato chip. Like a digital chip. Like a techie chip. And there was also a ring of some sort, which they treated like a Lord of the Rings type thing. They're like, don't put it on. Don't put it on. We don't know what it does. They played a bit of the cassette tape, and this is how you end an episode. On a big teaser. A big cliffhanger. Gon's father was on that audio tape. He essentially said, "Do you want to see me?" And Gon, becoming a hunter, to find his dad. So Gene predicted it. Gene predicted it. Gene predicted it. The question is, did they cut the episode there on purpose? Is there more on the cassette tape? What does the chip do? What does the ring do? Are those all going to be little indicators and helpful little things to help Gon find Gene? So Gene wanted to be found for some reason. So he's kind of he probably left a trail. But yeah, the interesting thing is, in the backstory there, the mother they left completely unknown, which there's some potential there, but I don't think they're gonna capitalize on it. But the father, Gene, I kind of thought, well, maybe they don't have the family ties, but they seem to. But the problem with that is they seem to allude that he looked just like him, so they are father and son, in all likelihood. But I don't know. I'll kind of leave it open to them actually not having that tie. But it's probably the case that they are. Obviously, the father angle, the huge, longest mystery of the series, besides the Hisoka and Gon type stuff, whatever they got going on. Ooh. But anyhow, the father. Is the father going to be alive? Is the father going to be dead? If the father is alive, is he going to be good or bad? And considering it's probably 10 years later, or however much later, years later at least, could something have happened to him? I suppose. Because the tape is from long ago, I do believe. So, I think that was the case. But Gon. What is going on with him? More powerful over time. So I'm curious. I'm just curious. I'm curious, and I'm free to speculate. Is a heel turn coming for him? Is he going to get too powerful? Is the power going to corrupt him? Is he going to turn heel? And my longest speculation ever, it's not, a guess as to what I actually think will happen. I just have fun guessing. This is my longest type guess ever with anime. For the finale, over 100 episodes away, I will guess what it's going to be. either Hisoka versus Gon versus Jean, or instead of the 1v1v1, it'll be 2v1. Jean and Hisoka versus Gon. And my guess for the results is Hisoka and Gon will die. Jean will live. I think Gon will kill Hisoka, and Jean will kill off Gon. I think that would be one crazy finale. But that's just crazy speculation, too. Crazy guess. But it's fun to guess. Who knows? But anyhow, this was quite a long time here. Long review. But it was on a number of episodes. So, anyhow. Yeah, I don't know what the early one was, but thank you, Hisoka, for being a freak. Very amusing. So anyhow, I got to end the review and go react to more of Hunter x Hunter. Of course, gotta see more. But anyhow, let me know what you think of Hisoka at this point. Obviously, no spoilers beyond this point. So, anyhow, I guess thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. I intend to do some reviews too. I don't want it to just be reactions. I want to do some reviews here or there, but I have to have all the content kind of written up for it. So, anyhow, it would also be nice to do analysis of some stuff and reviews of full shows again, because we kind of do that stuff really rare. But I feel like I need to be very, very familiar with the material. So, anyhow, I guess that'll do us. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Take care, cool.